extraordinary meeting, and I declare the meeting opened at 6:05. Yep. Now, the first thing I'd like to do is to have the acknowledgement of the country. I'd like to acknowledge the Bidigal people of the Eora Nations, who are the traditional custodians of this land on which this meeting is happening, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Now, we have a new addition to our council, and that is Ashwini Ambihay Bahar, and I think that's wonderful to see. I want to welcome you, Ashwini. I think it's a great honor to have you here, because guess what? We've now got something like, how many women there are? There are about just on 50% are women, which is great. And the other thing is, of course, it's a tribute to our multicultural nation, and we've got about 60% of the councillors that we have here present tonight, about 60% come from another ethnic background, or have roots to another ethnic background, which I think is wonderful. But I also know that I've known you for a while, and I also do believe that you, I just want to congratulate you for being elected to council, and I know that you're actually very focused in what you do, and I think you're going to add a lot of value to this council and to the decisions that it makes. Although I welcome you to council, and congratulations, Pete, I think you're going to have let's say quite an interesting baptism tonight. There are a few things that are controversial, and at least you'll get the worst of it tonight. Having said all that, I note your husband's up the back there, and Shamil, welcome to you too. And I just want to give you a word of advice. If Ashwini comes home and she wants to bang her head against the wall, just keep calm, hang in there, because I actually think that you get over it after a period of time. Again, welcome, Ashwini, and I hope let's just hope you enjoy your stay here. Thank you. Okay, are we going to? Sorry.
You should now call for the new councillor to do the oath.
Oh yes, could the new councillor Ambihay Bahar, could you, Councillor Ambihay Bahar, could you please take the oath?
And stand.
I, Ashwini Ambihay Bahar, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Georges River Council area and the Georges River Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Well, congratulations, Councillor Ambihay Bahar. You are now officially a councillor. You don't regret it. Anyway, we'll carry on. The oath of office is done. Apologies. I don't think there are any apologies tonight. Everyone seems to be here. Who's not here? Oh, Lou. Do we have an apology from Councillor Lou? From Councillor Sonia? Yes. Yeah. Could we have a motion to accept the apology and to move that way, Mr. Mayor? Yeah. Councillors, can I also remind you, and I'm going to do this, strictly adhere to it, and that is, I just want to remind you that as we're going to have quite a significant situation tonight, I think it's important that you actually hit your whatever it's called here, this thing, because I will be looking at the lights, not at a show of hands. So if someone wants to talk, they put their hand up, I'll disregard it. I'll go to the person that actually presses the button like this. And who's the other one? Especially when you want to talk to address the council, there will be no showing of hands, and I won't accept it. Okay? Thank you. It's just that we're going to have a very difficult night tonight. Councillor Lansbury.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to remind you, I think we need a seconder for the apology. I'm happy to second that.
Yeah.
But I think we need one before we move it.
Thank you.
I already had Diary had it as Sam Elmere, and Councillor Green also had a third seconder, which was Councillor.
Anyone against it? Okay, I declare it carried. Notice of live streaming of the council. Staff and public are reminded that this meeting is being recorded for minute-taking purposes and is also being webcast live on the council's website. This recording will be made available on the council's website. The order of business is as shown in the agenda. Council Code of Meeting Practice prohibits the electronic recording of meetings without the express permission of council. Do we have any disclosures of interest? There are none. Public participation on items of the agenda. Is there any public participation? Is there anyone going to address it? Thank you, Ms. McKinley. There are no registered and now the election of Deputy Mayor. Now I'll hand that over to the Acting General Manager, and would you like to deal with that?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It would be appropriate for the council to determine the voting method for the election of the Deputy Mayor. Do I have a motion? But it may be shortcut if I can very quickly confirm the nominations. Currently I have one nomination for the Deputy Mayor, and that's Councillor Catherine Lansbury. Are there, and Councillor Lansbury, do you accept the nomination? Are there any other nominations for Deputy Mayor? The basis there is only one nomination for Deputy Mayor. I hereby declare Councillor Lansbury as the Deputy Mayor of Georges River Council until September 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Councillor Lansbury. We're now going to Deputy Mayor election. We're now appointment of council representations for the Georges River Council standing committees. Councillor Lansbury, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to move the following, that the recommendation is that council determine the councillor representatives and chairpersons of the standing committees for the period until September 2023. And what I might do, if it's okay with you, is we've got the committees there. I will nominate the chair and members of the committee, and we'll move them all
in the one block.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Unless someone wants to challenge anything, by all means, we'll move them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the first item is, or the first one is the Assets and Infrastructure Committee. I move that Councillor Symington is the chairperson, and the councillor members are Councillors Elmere, Green, Konjowski, Liu, Mort, Smerdley and Stratokopoulos. For the Community and Culture Committee, I move the chairperson is Councillor Liu, and the councillor members are Councillors, I should say, Elmere, Konjowski, myself, Councillor Lansbury, Councillor Mort, Smerdley, Stratokopoulos, and Bahar. Welcome to you, Ash, and Councillor Wang. For the Environment and Planning Committee, I'd like to nominate myself as chairperson, if that is in order to do that. And for the councillor members, for councillors Borg, Jamison, Marnie, Amber Bahar, and Councillor Wang. And for the Finance and Governance Committee, the chairperson as Councillor Borg, and the councillor members as Councillors Green, Jamison, Marnie, and Symington.
You're moving those. Do we have a seconder? Yeah. Seconded by Councillor Green. Is there any discussion? Does anybody else want to discuss any matters? Okay. Well, I'll put it. All those for the motion? All those against the motion? Declare it carried. Now, we also have the appointment of councillor delegates to advisory committees, external committees and panels. Councillor Lansbury.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I'll move it in the same manner, if that's okay, that council determines the councillor delegates to the following advisory committees, external committees and panels for the period to September 2023. starting with the Southern Sydney Regional Organisation of Councils, that's SSROC. The chairperson for this committee is not appointed by Georges River Council, but the delegates are you, Mr Mayor, and myself as Deputy Mayor. The alternate delegates are Councillor Symington and Councillor Wang. For the Sydney South Planning Panel Committee, the chairperson again is not appointed by Georges River Council, and the delegates to this committee are the Mayor, Councillor Katras, and Councillor Stratikopoulos, and the alternate delegate is Councillor Borg. For the Georges River Combined Councils Committee Advisory Committee, also known as the Georges River Keeper, the chairperson again for this committee is not appointed by Georges River Council, and the delegate I'm nominating here is Councillor Marnie. For the New South Wales Libraries Association, they have an executive committee, and Georges River Council is a full member of the association, and I nominate Councillor Wang to be our delegate for that.
Do we have a seconder? Lights. I'm going to start doing that.
Miss Mayor, I'm happy to second that. I think my name is missing as the alternate delegate on the South Sydney Planning Panel.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't.
Yeah, as the alternate. Is it? It's not up there for any of them.
Was there a change there? I didn't quite get it.
Councillor Lansbury named me as the alternate member, but I can't see it unless I'm blind, which is possible. I can't see
It's
it.
three words.
Yeah, thanks.
Alternate councillor delegate, Councillor Borg. And that's the Sydney South Planning Panel. Yeah, it's there now. Yeah.
Sorry, I did miss a couple. Sorry, I missed the Local Traffic Advisory Committee.
Can we just, sorry,
Finish this.
and then we'll do it. Okay, we've got a seconder, and it was.
Sorry. Still continue.
Oh,
I've got two more. Sorry, I missed two
okay,
more.
fair enough. All right.
We've got the Local Traffic Advisory Committee. We have one formal voting member who is also the chairperson, and nominating Councillor Konjowski for that position, and the alternate as Councillor Wang. And for the Floodplain Risk Management Committee, we have one formal voting member who is also the chairperson, and I'm nominating Councillor Smerdley for that role. And the note that I have here is the reappointment not required for the September 22 Extraordinary Council meeting. So, sorry, Councillor Smerdley. So, yeah, it was just the one extra for the local traffic. Sorry about that. My apologies.
Now, do we have a seconder?
Yes, I think.
Councillor Borg. Does anyone have any discussions on this? Any amendments they'd like to make? No? Well, I've put it. All those in favour say aye. All those against say no. Declare it carried. We do have an issue that the acting general manager wants to put to us on something that was a bit of an oversight, I think.
Yeah, I think I've made a mistake, which I'm always happy to say when I've made a mistake. When I noted that Councillor Lansbury was our only nomination for the Deputy Mayor, I failed to also advise that it had been nominated by Councillor Katras, the Mayor, and seconded by Councillor Colleen Symington, and that needs to appear in the minutes as well. Are people happy for us just to correct the minutes to that effect, rather than recommit the whole item?
Yeah.
There's a formal record of that being the case. I just hadn't announced it. So my apologies. That's what happens when you leave me in charge.
Thank you, Ms. Weatherly. Now, I think that's about it, isn't it, from what I can see in this paper? Okay. Are there any further discussions that anyone would like to bring up? No? Yes? Oh, I thought you were going to press the button. There being no further business on the agenda, I declare this meeting closed at 6:19. Yeah.
So because we have a bit of time, we're happy to go through the paper. Yeah. Just very quickly go through the paper note.